everybody, this is Anna, also known as Anna Knitter on Ravelry, Annalena Knitter on Instagram, and where you else can find me, for example on Ko-fi. If you want to support this podcast, you can find in the description box below. As everything else I am talking about, I try to link everything in the show notes in the description box below this video. In this episode, it's the 104th episode, I will show you two finished objects, half-finished objects, three works in progress, incoming goodies, some interesting Knitalong news, and also interesting news regarding the Opal Yarns subscription and how you can get these pretty yarns even if you are located in the US or Canada, for example. So it is Saturday. It's early, no, not early in the morning. It's in the morning. We had breakfast. I have prepared everything, and it's a snowy day outside. It's crazy. I think we could get white Easter this year. It wouldn't be my first white Easter, but I would prefer more spring-like weather. But it's okay. It's very sunny outside. It's a lovely day, and I would suggest we start with the finished objects. Oh no. I want to give a tiny little shout out for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 21st of March, is the International Down Syndrome Day, or the World-Down-Syndrom-Day. And there is an awesome hashtag for socks. So if you think people with Down syndrome have the same value as all the other people outside, and if you think all people have a right to live and not be discriminated because of being special, being different from other people, you can do one awesome thing. Put two different colorful socks on your feet, make a photo and post it on Instagram or wherever you are in the internet with the hashtag lots of socks. And if you use the hashtag World-Down-Syndrom-Day, WDSD, World-Down-Syndrom-Day, you can support people with Down syndrome not being discriminated pre or after birth. So I will definitely take part in that hashtag. I will celebrate the Down Syndrome Day because I think these people are awesome. They are just as you and I, and they deserve our respect and support. Okay, that was a little shout out for tomorrow. Now we start with the finished object. The first finished object is the elephant in the room. It's the pullover I am wearing. It is the IC Spring pullover by Joji Locatelli. I will insert two different photos. You can see a little bit better in detail how the pullover looks like. It is a very easy but interesting construction. The way the neck and the shoulder and where the sleeves start, it's a very different technique. It's not raglan, and I have to say it is the first pullover that fits, especially in the armpit, the way I want it. Because when I lift my arms, the pullover stays where it should be. With all my other pullovers, my Weasley pullover, my cardigans, what else? The other one from Joji Locatelli, the Feathers in the Wind cardigan, which I made into a closed cardigan because something went wrong. Always when I lift my arms, you can see my belly button. So that is not what I want to have for winter pullovers. So this is awesome. I can lift my arms and everything stays where it should be. Did I do some modifications? Oh yes, I did modifications. I didn't do short rows on the hem. So that means the hem on the front is as long as in the back. The other modification I pretty much always do with pullovers is I didn't do sleeve decreases because they would be too tight. Always when I do this, they are way too tight, and I want to have a roomy pullover for the winter days because in my opinion that's more cozy and it's warmer because the more the more air can circulate, the warmer you feel. That is the best. So for me, it's the best. I didn't do sleeve decreases, and then at the end I did Yeah, many decreases in 2 rounds. I think I decreased the first time, then I knit a round, and then I decreased the second time. You can see the details, the numbers in my notes on the project page on Ravelry for that. I don't know this by heart, but it's always, I would say there's always this recipe. You start with your numbers, then you should have decreased until you're here to start the cuff. And then I just decrease all the stitches I should have decreased before in 1 or 2 rounds, so that I have the right amount of cuff stitches. But normally the cuffs are also too wide for me. So, not also too wide, the sleeves are too tight, and then the cuffs are often too wide for me. So I just try with the measuring tape how much circumference do I need around the wrist. I do my calculations, and then I see which number I need for the cuff, and that much I decrease. Yeah, that is that. Here you can see a little lace detail. And this is not difficult, but it's a nice little detail. You see here, it's only 2 rounds of 1 round of purl stitches, 1 round of knit stitches, so it looks very clean. What I like also much about it is that it is wide, no, not wide. It's not too wide open, so it's warm. It's warm here where I need the warmth, or the THs. But it's also not like here. So I see many pullovers that go like this, and I don't like that. That is disturbing me. So this is really fitting perfectly. The yarn I have used is superwash yarn, so that means it grows when you wash it. So I hand washed it. I know I hear a lot of times you have to care for the garment as the tag says. So when it says machine washable, you have to throw it into the washing machine. But I only wanted to block it, so I didn't see the point of putting it in the washing machine. And I usually weave in the ends after blocking, and I don't think that it is a good idea to put a garment with loose ends into the washing machine. So I was prepared, and I was very careful when I soaked it, and then it's very heavy, so you have to be very careful. When I soaked it, I tried to not put too much weight on the garment. I rolled it into a towel, stamped on it, and then laid it out flat to dry. There isn't blocking needed in that process because of the washing of superwash yarn. It grows by itself. So I only washed it, laid it down flat to dry. 2 days later I put it on, and then I was already content with the result. You could also wash it again and then block it into the dimensions you need, but yeah, I didn't need to do that. It's Malabrigo Arroyo, so it's not DK, it's not fingering weight, it's something in between. Is that something in between sport weight? I guess. I knit this with 3.5mm needles. So it's very soft, it's very warm. It is, I knit it very long, so I won't stand up now because that is not possible now with the setting. It goes very, very long. It's very long. Yeah. So everything that needs to be covered is covered. Yeah, I like long pullovers. So that is my first finished object. It only took me like 1 year and 3 months to finish it. Yeah, I got distracted by knitting Christmas gifts. Now again Christmas gifts and socks and all that jazz. Now mostly really Christmas gifts. Last year and this year. So that is the reason why it took me so long. And that is not a problem for me. It's okay when something takes that long. It's okay for me. So, yeah. My next finished object is a pair of socks. This pair here. This pair is made out of Opal subscription yarns, so from the December subscription. And the pattern is called Surprise. It is a free pattern by Birgit K. So it's available in English and German, I think. Yeah, in the description box, everything is linked below. I knit this with 64 stitches, 2.5mm needles. Okay, I will show you a close-up now. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very easy pattern, but interesting enough. You have to be careful what you do, but not too much. And I decided to only knit the pattern on the leg because, yeah, I think it's pretty. That makes it very special. I did a slip stitch heel. That's my go-to now. The slip stitch heel flap and gusset with slip stitch heel, that is my go-to heel now. Normal gusset decreases and the German Bandspitze. This yarn, let me check. This yarn and other Opal Yarn subscription yarns from December are available for purchase very soon. 5 of the 6 skeins I have received in my last subscription are available for purchase. That is an awesome, these are awesome news for the people in the US and Canada, because you were asking me where you can get the subscription, and I asked the Opal Yarn dyers if it's possible to order from the US, because so many of my viewers would like to have the subscription, and they said unfortunately it's not possible to ship there because of the what is it called? Tax duty, the taxes, the Zollbestimmung in German. So obviously that's not possible. So that is why I keep my eye out to see which yarns are available for normal purchase, because some of the subscription yarns maybe never will be in a collection. So I have good news for you today. Is there anything else to say? No, I would say, yeah, it is a very fun pattern. I can suggest knitting because it's so easy but also so much fun. It's only knit and purl stitches, really. And after the first, what can I say? The first repeat, that is the first, you can say this is the first repeat, but you do, this is the same like here, only twisted. So if you know what you did here, you can copy it by, you know this by heart. That is very, so I have knit much of the sock during watching Ocean's 12 when we had pizza, and a lovely pizza Saturday with Ocean's 12 last weekend, and we do Ocean's 13 and pizza today. So it's amazing. I love Saturdays. Yeah, I really like this yarn. This is a gift. It won't stay at home, as most of the last pairs of socks I have knit, they are gifts. Yeah, I'm so happy. That is so awesome. I really love knitting socks. I have knit so many socks now. So yeah, we will talk about this later. Second finished object. My next object is a half finished object and a work in progress. Let me just put this onto the sock blocker, because surprise, surprise, it's again a sock. I'm so happy with my knitting lately. I mean, I can remember times when I was knitting on all the things at the same time, nothing got done, and I always saw what other people finished and thought, why does it take me so long to finish things? Yeah, because I was knitting on like 20 things at the same time. That is the reason why you don't finish things. So now that I concentrate on a few projects, I finish things. Okay. My half-finished object is this lovely sock. I think the Americans all know this colorway. This is Patons Kroy Sock in the colorway Blue Striped Rag. And I have used a contrasting yarn I have received from my friend Sonja from Austria. I don't know which yarn that is, that didn't have a tag. This yarn, the Blue Striped Rag, I have received from Amy from Noble Character Crafts. Hey Amy, if you're watching, Lovely to have you here. Thank you for the stunning yarn. I asked her to send me Patons Kroy in that colorway, and she sent me 3 different colorways, so 6 balls of Patons Kroy yarn. That is amazing. I always loved this colorway. This is just, it's so much fun, and it's so much fun to knit this. Self-strapping yarn is always so addictive, but this especially, because the colors are so vibrant and so pretty, and I always want to knit the next and the next and the next stripe. Yeah. You see, the stripes aren't perfect. I have cast on 60 stitches. Even with 64 it wouldn't be perfect. Here is my, oopsie, slip stitch heel and the German Bandspitze. I think I need to make another how I knit my socks video. Maybe even a tutorial, because I have changed my mind. I'm wearing my socks every single day, besides the 3 or 4 months in the summer. And I have to say, the socks with a heel flap and gusset are the best in my opinion, because I knit the wrap and turn heel many times, mostly. And when if I'm honest, they always come off my, so the heel comes off my heel. For example, when I go downstairs and our stairs have like tiny rugs on it, so it always comes off. Or when I put out my shoes, the sock come off the heel, and that is something that is disturbing me so much. And a heel flap with gusset has the best fit in my opinion. And actually I don't mind the knitting flat part anymore and the purling. I'm over it. I'm not a beginner anymore. So I think as a beginner this slows you down, and it's disturbing because you have to purl so much, but I don't care anymore. I prefer the fit. This is so pretty. And I have cast on the second sock. I don't have a second sock syndrome anymore. So I really have evolved to a kind of monogamous good knitter. Like I'm a grown up now. So I immediately cast on the second sock. When did I do that? Yesterday? I think that was yesterday. I had a seminar in the evening about prenatal, is that the word? Or pre-birth development of the human. And that was very interesting, but that took away much of my knitting time. But it was amazing. It was really good. Many young people interested in pro-life facts. It was awesome. Yeah. This is awesome. This is so pretty. Oh yeah, here you see what I have left from the first ball. I started the second ball because I would have to I don't know, unwind? No, not unwind. I would have to take in away a whole repeat to be able to start at the beginning of my repeat. So here you see the next color would have been yellow, but I needed the gray before the yellow, so I would have taken this away. Would have to take this away to start at the same spot, so I started the next ball. Yeah. My next work in progress. I have lots to show you today. That is amazing. I have knit on my Cozy Memories blanket in color blocks, and I have done all of that. I think, yeah, this is what I did in 2 weeks. I started a whole new block. I will do another rose one. Let me see. I did a rose and purple block. And this will be only pink and rose. Most of these yarns I have received from a friend in an advent calendar. And these are all indie dyed yarns and all merino, I feel that. I use everything. Here you see, for example, this could be Opal. This is definitely Opal. This is Patons Kroy, I think. So I have also normal sock yarn in there. I'm considering making an opal sock yarn with all my leftovers. Maybe at the end of the year, when I have collected many leftovers from my subscription yarns, and I always have like 20 or 30 gram left, I could make one square, so 24 squares, big squares, as my advent calendar blanket, for example. So maybe I don't need another minis advent calendar, but I also like to swap advent calendars. But yeah, I have to think about it. Yeah, this is with, oh yeah, I'm using pretty simple symphonies, 2.5mm needles, and I do 40 stitches, and the decreases I do are knit to together, slip, slip, knit. So when you have to decrease, you knit to 2 stitches before the marker, knit 2 together, slip the marker, slip, slip, knit, and then knit to the end of the row. Yeah, that is how I do that. Now that I see these tiny little squares, I think I have to knit on that today. I don't know. I know there is Scrappy Sunday, but I tend to do these projects on Saturdays. But I want to be part of Scrappy Sunday. I don't know why. Well, that's how it is. And I have a new cast on. After I had finished this pullover, I immediately started the next one. It wasn't so easy because I wanted to use a homespun house yarns and I wanted to knit the Flax light. And all the people do the Flax light in all these pretty hand-dyed yarns, but the gauge in the pattern of the Flax light isn't suggesting such a light fingering weight. It's more of a 6-ply. So the I call it 6-ply. I don't know if it's sport weight. Is 6-ply sport weight? So 4-ply is the normal sock yarn fingering weight yarn. Then there is DK, which is 8-ply in German. And I would say the Flax light gauge is typically a 6-ply, what you receive when you knit with a 6-ply. So I didn't do the homespun house yarn because I didn't want to do the mouth, and I just wanted to follow the pattern. So I decided to use a yarn I have bought on a knitting festival or yarn festival in Dreiskirchen in Austria when I was there with Karina, and this is years ago. I think that was 2018 or 17, 2017, 18? 2017, I think. I think I was still living in Lower Austria when I went there. And this is such a pretty and soft yarn. This is Atelier Zitron, called Feinheit. Fineness or softness or delicateness or something that would... It's difficult to translate. It's ultra fine merino with a 16, I think, weight. Yeah, 16 micron. So this is like cashmere, really. Very, very soft. This has 100 gram, has 360 meters. So you see a normal fingering weight has 420, 25 meter on 100 gram, and this has 360. So it's slightly thicker. I'm knitting this with 3mm needles, and I have pretty much only done the cast on, and I have applied the stitch markers for the increases, sorry. I made them myself, by the way, because these are my favorites. I can't use stitch markers with something long, a charm hanging down, because I always knit this into the texture and into the knitting, and that creates letters and holes. I don't know why I'm not able to use them, because they are so pretty. I can only use those as progress keepers. So I did these in different colors. They are so pretty. And they are fun to make, easy and fun to make. Here is the white one that shows the beginning of the round. Yeah, I applied the markers and I did the first increasing round, and now I have to increase. I think it's like raglan. So I did this Flax light also already as in baby size. Sorry, as a baby pullover. So I know what I have to do. I hope I have enough yarn. We will see. I have 4 skeins of that. So I hope. Yeah, I can purchase another skein, but it won't be the same dye lot, so I would have to know early enough if I need another skein so I can alternate the skeins. So I don't have different color blocks or pooling or something. Yeah, this is a becoming Flax light. Yeah, so now I want to talk about our knit-alongs and interesting Opal news. I want to tell you something about the socks I have knit. So first of all, I want just briefly again announce that we do the sock knit along for the whole year in 2021, because I love knitting socks, you love knitting socks, everyone loves to knit socks, so why not doing this together? So you can knit all the sizes of socks. I don't care if they are unicolored or patterned or self-strapping, baby socks or like Bigfoot socks. You can enter everything. You can enter whips, you can enter cheddar, just have fun. So there is the thread, the Hygge feed call it's called, and there you can chat and show off your progress and your finished objects. And for those of you who like to knit with prompts, I open every month a new thread with a certain prompt. The prompt for March is something stripy. You can do self-strapping yarns or you can stripe with your different colors you have in your stash. I have done, I have done this one here for self-striping, so for something stripy, and I'm knitting this one, which is self-striping. So that fits for the March prompt. And I always announce the prompt on the first day of the month. So yeah. Let me see. Oh, and then we have the Welcome Baby Socks knit along. And this is so awesome. We have received way over 200 baby socks already, and they are going out to all the babies, to the mothers in need. We support financially and mentally in our pregnancy help center. It is amazing, and my colleagues are blown away where all these socks come from. We have socks from the US, from New Zealand, from UK, from Sweden. We have so many socks from all over the world, and that is so amazing because my colleagues and we planned out this project not having to do something with a podcast. It was just like, oh, we have many elderly people who would like to do something for our women in need, but maybe they don't have so much money or they can't do other voluntary work, but they can knit. So why not inviting them to knit the socks, so Welcome Baby Socks for the babies. And then I thought, well, I have a podcast and I know many people who like to knit. Why not inviting them to do the same? And now all these international packages arrive in our pregnancy help center, and my colleagues asked, why are they knitting from all over the world? And I said, okay, I have to admit something. I did something in my podcast. Oh, that is so amazing. And now we have designed a thank you card. Another colleague of mine has made a lovely picture. She drawed it herself, and some of you have already received this thank you card, and everyone who is sending in these socks receives this card with a thank you from my colleagues. When I say my colleagues receive these baby socks, it's just because I'm working from home, as many other in our organization, but we have a certain number of ladies who are working directly in the office of our pregnancy help center, so they can receive all the letters and they can ship out the materials we have and so on. So they are always there and they receive your lovely socks. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Okay, these were our knit along. Oh no, for the Welcome Baby Socks knit along, I will draw a winner, the first winner, on June 1st. The baby socks knit along, I think, will be an ongoing knit along forever, because it's so much fun to knit baby socks. And I want to show you how much I appreciate that you support our Women in Need, that I will send so I will draw a winner on June 1st, and the winner will receive 6 balls of sock yarn or hand-dyed yarn in sock yarn weight. So I will take something from my stash, because I have very pretty things in my stash, and I would be more than happy to give you these yarns to say thank you for your baby socks. To be able to win a prize, you have to make a photo of your parcel where you have written the address on and everything, so ready to ship. And you can post it in the forums, or you can post it in a private message on Ravelry or Instagram, so I can put you on the list who has really sent this, and then you are able to win a prize. Because if you only knit socks for someone else, baby socks, and enter that, you can't win a prize. Okay, now I want to talk about my Opal Yarn subscription, because I have received the next one. But before I show you the new yarns I have received, I want to talk about the socks I have knit out of the subscription, and which of these yarns are available for you now to purchase. Because you know, when you receive the Opal subscription, you can never be sure that they will be ever available for purchase again. And for all of you who aren't able to get the Opal subscription because you are located in the US or in Canada, it might be interesting. So, okay. Opal has different collections. It's not like, this colorway is awesome, you can buy this. So we designed this one colorway. Now they have different collections in 4-ply, 6-ply and 8-ply. And these collections have a certain theme. So let me check. The green, the blue and the brown. Okay. Yeah. So this one, and this one in slightly different blue tones are available in the Rainforest collection, Regenwald Kollektion, and they will be available for purchase in July, so from July on. And usually they have them about 2 years or so. So you can't buy them in 10 years. So they have a collection, and when they are sold out, they are sold out. So these yarns will be available for purchase. I will show them again. This one, and this one. And if I'm not completely wrong, you can get these 3 in 4-ply and in 6-ply from July on. And then you can receive, very good news, because many of you like these, you can get this one, but only in 6-ply, not in 4-ply. But to be honest, that's not a problem, because this specific colorway seemed to me very thin. So I think the 6-ply will be a heavy 4-ply, I guess. So this one will be available in the collection Paradise as a 6-ply. And this one will be available. My, how did you call them? Ananas is pineapple. My pineapple socks will be available in the collection Paradise as a 6-ply sock yarn. I have hopefully shown you the color numbers and everything on the screen now, and you will find all the information in the description box below. So the only sock yarn that isn't available for purchase yet, or they didn't announce that yet, is this one. And this is one of my favorites from the Opal subscription. So I'm happy that I knit a pair of socks for myself, because I have only knit, wait, this and this for myself. And all the other socks are gifts. So now you know which sock yarns you will be able to buy for yourself. And I have made some, so I did research for you. So before I show you the new yarns you see in the back, I have looked through the interwebs where you in the US, and I think Canada too, buy Opal Yarns. So there is the website yarnstreet.com, simplysockyarn.com, and hotyarns.com. So Yarn Street offers $19 shipping up to 499 grams. So that is the more expensive one. Simply Sock Yarn offers shipping for $6, and Hot Yarns, I don't know, it will be the same, like $6 or less. I will direct link you down below to these websites with their offer of Opal yarns, because they don't have all the Opal collections, but some of them. So yeah, I hope that helps you. And now I want to show you what I have received from Opal in my new subscription. So I received this subscription 4 times per year in December, March, May and September. And I have ordered another set of yarns from Opal too, so there's a lot to show you. Okay. Number 1. This is lovely because it's blue. Many people don't, as so many subscribers say, oh, another blue, that will be a men's sock, but I love blue, you know, it's my favorite color. This one. I have seen this knit up in the Facebook group already, because I skipped going on Lent for social media only for last Thursday, yesterday, today and tomorrow Sunday, and then I will be on Lent again. I just wanted to see how they knit up, so yeah, that is always very exciting in the Ravelry group for the Opal subscription, and in the Facebook group is always much going on when you receive the next shipment. So I have seen this knit up. This looks like Fair Isle knit up, so like color stripes, and then it looks like 2 colors, so 2 color strand knitting, however you would call it. This is the prettiest, I think, in this shipment, and if I'm lucky, I'm taking part in the Musterschlacht, so in the pattern war again, and they have chosen 3 different balls of yarn from the last shipment now, and we have to vote for one. We have to knit all, and this has the most votes until now. This is very pretty and untypical, very untypical for Opal, the colors. This one, that is for me, that is like similar to this, I think. It's more turquoise, but I think it will be the same style. This one is so much fun, very pretty. I have seen this knit up already. And the last one is this here, and this is already for sure in a collection. This collection is called, wait, okay, it's the Schafpate collection. Schafpate means like sheep godfather, because if you buy this Schafpate collection, you support German shepherds. Yeah, shepherds and German sheep breeds. Yes. Yeah, so I said something wrong in the past. Opal yarn is hand dyed and everything in, not hand dyed, sorry, machine dyed, completely in Germany. But the yarn they use are 50% Germany, 50% from another country. But the Schafpate collection, so the sheep godfather collection, word by word translated, is completely from yarn, and so wool from sheeps and everything, sheep, and everything from Germany. It's 100% Germany, so that is awesome. And this is available in this collection I said, and is available for purchase in September. So that was the subscription. And then I have ordered one ball of yarn from the collection Ocean, because you know how much I love the sea and you know how much I love blue. This is a 4-ply Ocean. It feels so soft. And then I have bought 4 balls of 6-ply sock yarn. This is an older collection. It's called Sweet Dreams. And this colorway is Ballet in the Clouds. Yeah, 9726. And here you can see how this knits up. But I have ordered 4 skeins. Not 4 skeins. I have ordered 4 balls of yarn of this 6-ply sock yarn. Wait, so 150 gram and 420 meter. Because I want to make a flex. Because I want to make a flex light pullover out of this too. After I have done my research, I found out the normal sock yarn isn't for the flex light the best choice, because you have to go up with the needle size so much to get gauge that it's not a fabric I want to have. It would be too loose, too airy for me. So this will be a pullover. Now we come to the InstaKnitNight questions I want to answer for you. Okay, the first one. Do you enjoy taking classes at your local yarn shop? I did this 1 or 2 times, and the way it happened there I didn't enjoy, because I was too slow, I think. It didn't have a table in front of me. We only were sitting in cozy chairs, and I always like to have everything laid out in front of me, the instructions, the yarns. So I need a certain surrounding to be able to learn something new. I'm a little bit complicated in that way. And there were ladies, very experienced knitters, who were very experienced knitters, and yeah, it was 2-color brioche. And in the evening, so the conditions were bad. It was in the evening, like 8 o'clock, so I'm not able to learn in the evening. Then very experienced knitter, so I was too slow, and I didn't have like a normal chair and a table in front of me, so I don't enjoy courses like that. Do you tweak a pattern here and there, or are you a by the book knitter crocheter? Oh, now I see. Do I tweak it, or do I buy the pattern by the book? Okay, I do some modifications, as like here with the sleeves, but to go wild and say, oh, let me see, I have to cast on so many stitches, okay, I will do the rest on my own. Never. Or like, oh, this is a cardigan, I will do it as a pullover, or the other way around. That is nothing I wouldn't trust myself to be good enough to do that. So I'm by the pattern, by the book. What is your favorite shawl shape and way to wear them? Definitely crescent shaped, because if you have a triangular, you have so much fabric here where you don't need it. So, and here it's always too short. So crescent shape, and I like to wear it like the deepest part here, and then just wrap it around once, and that is pretty. Yeah, so that is that. And the last question. Are you a sock knitter? What do you like or dislike about sock knitting? Do you put a design on your sock, or are you a vanilla sock knitter? So I think you can answer that already for me. Yes, I am a sock knitter. I like about socks that they are a tiny project. You are busy enough, like 2 or 3 weeks, you can be busy with them, but then you have a pretty result in your hands. You can take it easy and just knit vanilla, or if you want to spice it up, you can knit a pattern. So that is something I like. What I don't like about knitting socks, you have to knit two similar things right after each other. So that is sometimes a little bit boring, but it doesn't bother me as much as it did in the past. At the moment, as you see, I'm a pattern sock knitter, but I don't like lace socks. Just because I don't want to have holes in my socks. I don't think that they are very warm. But I love textured socks like this one, or the Blueberry Waffle, or the Minecraft, or here the Weasley Homestead. Or sometimes I throw in a cable like this pattern from Nordic Stitches. By the way, the Nordic Stitches patterns are available again for purchase, but you can't get pattern support anymore because she doesn't design anymore. So these were the InstaKnitNight questions. Thank you for staying here with me and listen to me talking about all the knitting and all the yarns and all the make-alongs. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you will comment down below and get in touch with me, because that is what this podcast is about, to be a nice community to support and inspire each other. I would love to see you in our Ravelry group. Please hop over there, knit baby socks or adult sized socks, or maybe if you are interested, I can also open a normal thread and just for talking and exchanging recipes or whatever. I have thought about using the chat. I mean, I think many people don't know that Ravelry has a chat. So if you go to the group and you see on the right, not corner, on the right side of your screen, there is the function for the chat. And I thought maybe we can do a little chat once a week together, so that I say I'm always online from then till then and we can chat there. That would be a nice thing. If you are interested in that, please write it in the comments down below. Okay, I will edit this podcast now for you. You will have seen this edited already, and then I will enjoy this lovely Saturday with lots of knitting, lots of coffee and tea, and pizza tonight, and a good movie. I hope you do the same. Do what you love and makes you happy, because then you can stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see each other in 2 weeks again. Bye bye!